Never Knew I Wanted to Be a Breast Cancer Survivor by Rebecca J. Hogue. It's Tuesday, June 17th. When I don't sleep well, I sure feel it the next day. Reality and fear are setting in. Does the blister on my hand mean anything? With every pain in my body, I wonder if the cancer has spread. An awareness of a new feeling in my breast is especially concerning. I wonder if the tumor is now reaching the chest wall. But the logical part of my brain says it could just be the biopsy healing. After all, they did stick rather large needles in my breast to extract the samples that are core needle biopsies. Telling people is hard because it leads to reactions, questions, and conversations. I've learned not to tell anyone the news at the end of the night, since it inevitably disrupts my sleep. I now point to my blog so that I don't have to keep repeating the same information. With each conversation, there's an emotional toll on both sides. Some people reach out and want to talk, but I'm not there yet. I can't talk about it yet. I cannot plan or schedule anything without a treatment plan. I have no clue how sick I'll be. I find myself thinking, I need to do this before I get sick. My mind is telling me that the treatment is what will make me sick rather than the disease. For the future, I'm wondering how much should I prepare so that I can pick up where I left off? Should I set something up that just keeps going while I'm away? And what do I just let go? Although I don't believe in God per se, I do believe in fate. Throughout our bicycle journey, my husband and I often felt that there was a higher being looking out for us. Fate plays a role in helping me prepare for the challenges that lie ahead. In my professional life, fate directed me towards a PhD program, where I ended up working with the Department of Family Medicine. Without this, I never would have pursued work in medical education. Over the last 3 years, I developed a much deeper understanding for how medical education works, how some aspects of medical research work, and how medicine is practiced. I even learned the difference between community and academic settings. I learned the difference between a resident and a fellow. It's all very valuable knowledge as I learn to navigate the American healthcare system. Developing friendships with so many physicians from my PhD work strengthens my support system. The PhD program helped me discover myself as a blogger. It helped me create an overlapping, wide-reaching social network, which I'm very grateful for. When I first heard I had cancer, I had friends that I reached out to. These friends put me in touch with other friends, all helping to form a network of support. In times of crisis, we discover the true power of being part of network communities. It's Wednesday, June 18th. We received some mixed news about the pathology. The cancer in both breasts is IDC, invasive ductal carcinoma. Both breasts are estrogen positive and progesterone positive, called hormone positive. We don't yet know HER2 because the test takes longer. Hormone positive is a good thing, as it means there's more drug treatment options. I left a message for the nurse navigator with a bunch of questions. She followed up with a surgeon and then called me. She explained the cancer in my left breast is growing quickly, where the cancer in my right breast is well-behaved. She called it old lady cancer. Her awesome work saves me an immense amount of time, which is very useful. Later today, we'll find out what all this means when we meet with a surgeon and medical oncologist at the local clinic. Tomorrow, we will get a second opinion at Stanford. I'm torn between the two environments. since my choice determines what the treatment options are and who is best suited to doing them. The local clinic has provided excellent service so far. It is easy to get in to see people, and I have access to my care providers via email with one catch. Apparently, the system will not let them email malignant pathology, so I request printed copies of my reports. I'm not interested in nipple-sparing surgeries and things that are done to help with cosmetic reconstruction at Stanford. Honestly, I cannot see putting myself through unnecessary surgeries to have skin that might be diseased. More on that later. As a Canadian, I didn't understand that a second opinion was a special kind of appointment. It is rarely something that is done here. I'm glad I didn't realize it, as Stanford assumed I was going to get treatment there. That mistake actually helped to speed up my treatment. I was still in the information collecting phase of the cancer process. Until I had all the information, I wouldn't be in a position to make decisions. We still didn't have the full picture of what my cancer was. Time is my biggest challenge right now. Things are moving so very quickly as I manage many different appointments, phone calls, blog posts, notifications, and other minutiae. My number one priority pre-surgery is biking. Back when I thought I might have cancer, after the family doctor appointment, I decided I would train so that I would be strong and in the best physical shape possible before surgery and chemo. This means allocating 2 to 3 hours a day or more for biking. My second priority is to have some fun. Years ago, I read the book From Chocolate to Morphine, Everything You Need to Know About Mind-Altering Drugs, which talks about finding things that cause your natural high, like when you were a kid and you would spin around really fast. One of the things that causes that natural high for me is sailing, so we're looking for ways to go sailing regularly. However, sailing can be very physically demanding, which could become a challenge. Saturday, we will head up to San Francisco to sail on the 2003 America's Cup boat. If we enjoy it, and there are less strenuous ways to participate, we'll buy a crew membership for a year, which would allow us to go sailing for a couple of hours on most weekends.